Hi Gemini, welcome to your November reading. My name is Allie and I am so grateful to spend this precious time with you. I want to jump right in here because I've already prayed and meditated on your reading. I'm cleansing the energy right now, and what I had come through your meditation was really interesting. So at first I saw you swimming in the ocean. It kind of gave me like a snorkeling vibe, but I feel like you were just swimming underwater in the ocean. An image of a starfish came up, and I was reminded of the starfish card in Colette Baron Reid's Animal Oracle. And it's open to infinite possibilities is what that card is about. And then they brought me to the 5 arms on the starfish. 5 is about change, a season of change. And then you came up out of the water kind of gasping for breath. You really needed a deep breath. And you looked up into the sky, and there was a plane flying overhead with one of those, like, I don't know what you would call it, like ticker tape is what's coming to my mind, but I don't know that that's what they're called. It's like a banner attached to the plane, and it said Godspeed ahead. And then I heard, "You've got this." So it was really interesting because it was so vivid and so just like bam, bam, bam. So I didn't want to forget any pieces of that. I do find it interesting that the element of water keeps coming up in all of these readings, but we are in Scorpio season. And, you know, it's been a lot of ocean vibes in these meditations, but not all of them. I think it was Capricorn that had like a babbling brook or just a stream. I'm pretty sure it was Capricorn. So I would like to invite you to take a deep breath, or 3, to open yourself up and set the intention to be open to receive the messages that you're most meant to receive right now from the Most High, from your spiritual team channeled through me. And, you know, also set the intention if you have a question you want answered, because time and space are irrelevant, that is able to be brought through for you. So I'm actually being drawn to a deck. I don't use that often. I didn't buy this deck. I guess maybe in a roundabout way I did buy it. I got it for free here I am. I got it for free. I didn't get it for free. It came in a box set that I don't know why this is relevant, but I feel compelled to share it. A couple years ago, I had purchased a ticket for an online palooza for the author of this deck. And it came with a few goodies in it, and I was so immensely disappointed. It was so upsetting, the things that transpired in this event, that I thought about throwing all those decks away. I was that upset. But I didn't, because Spirit gave me a change of perspective, that the author of these decks is not the actual creator, that they were channeled through Creator. And the messages on the cards were channeled through Creator. And so not to put so much stock or put somebody on a pedestal, I think, was the real lesson for me here. And so maybe there's some message here for you about, maybe you've already gone through this, or you've been sorely disappointed by putting someone on a pedestal and having them show you who they truly are, and that being very disappointing for you. But also a message of discernment, and to not hold certain individuals on such a pedestal. And I don't know that, you know, inherently as a Gemini, I think you're a pretty discerning. Oh, look at this. This is interesting. Discerning sign. At the bottom, we have number 11, balancing act. Again, I'm getting this energy of change coming through for you. We have rock bottom, okay? And with that card, I'm getting the energy of you coming up for air and like gasping for breath in that meditation. That's what they brought me here with this card. So actually, I'm just gonna move this so you can fully see. All right, then we have coming to life, but it was reversed. Yeah, I think I am gonna put it like this to help keep me straight. And education. Okay, so I think you are dealing with, I think you have been dealing with a disappointment in a person, a disappointment in someone that you held in high esteem. It could actually be multiple people that you really felt you were gaining a lot of wisdom, a lot of insight into this new season of life that you have been manifesting. You felt like you'd found like a spark, the right mentor to really help bring some magic out of you. And it feels like the wizard in The Wizard of Oz when you lift back the curtain and you see them for who they are, and you can't undo that moment, and how devastating that is in the moment. Because what's really interesting in the meditation, when you were swimming underwater, it was like a snorkeling adventure where you're seeing all these amazing things under the water, but I didn't feel that feeling of like, I gotta take a breath. It wasn't until you came up for air that it was like, oh my gosh, I'm exhausted, I'm dying to breathe. And then you exasperatedly kind of looked up to the sky and saw this message. Godspeed ahead. So interesting. Godspeed ahead. I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, and so there's something about helping you identify how to hold people in things in more of a balance, and to realize that this spark, this transformation, this magic that you thought you were experiencing from other people is actually within you, cultivated within you. My hands are very activated right now. You are the magician, but I don't know if you've necessarily given yourself that much credit, or if you feel like the magic is within other people and I need to learn from them. And this is a message from Spirit that much of what you need to learn just needs to be reawakened within you, to come back to life within you, that it already resides within you. Okay, this is really, really cool. You're in the midst of an intense transformation. You're in the midst of an intense transformation. And this is another card, especially reversed here, Moonlight, of disappointment. So I feel like whatever's transpired has really hit, I want to say like a wound. It's triggered a wound that you have been carrying throughout this lifetime, of being disappointed by people you once held in great esteem. I'm going to mention this. Because they've brought this up to me intuitively like 3 times now, so I need to mention it. And I am in no way trying to get political at all, but we are navigating this current climate. And what this is giving me is feelings that I have been having the last few months of seeing people that I once considered mentors or held in really high regard, voicing opinions and values that are vastly different from mine. And that's not, I'll just leave it at that. That disappointment where you thought that these would be people who would be standing up for what is right and true and good, and they're actively voicing the opposite, and how devastating that is, and how that really is kind of a tower moment in and of itself, a shattering of an illusion. That's what's happening here. Moonlight in reverse. It is a shattering of an illusion, and Spirit needs you to know that they have needed, like, that the curtain needed to be raised, that it's like a funny mirror, like a funhouse mirror is what I meant to say. A funhouse mirror. You needed to see things for what they actually were and not in this distorted kind of energy. But there is a recognition, a needing to express and convey to you, yeah, this is really painful. What you've been navigating is really painful. What I feel like you have been looking for this whole time is kind of like the golden key to the golden palace. And it things kind of click into place and fall into line, and everything makes sense for you because this magic that you have, the spark that really got ignited within you, that you were excited and passionate about, you wanted to learn all about it, you wanted to enmesh yourself in whatever this passion was. It feels very magical, very spiritual, otherworldly. With that illusion shattered, and you were able to see things from a totally different perspective, but you were also seeing things finally for what they truly were, like a portal opened. It doesn't negate the fact of this is extremely painful and hard to swallow. Okay. Now this reading is intended to talk about what you can anticipate in November. So I feel like this is all kind of just painting the picture to help you know who, thank you. They wanted this out the whole time. Oh, thank you, Spirit. For what is, it's interesting. We have a ship here. And then we have magical map shifter at the bottom, which is very much the magician card, which is the energy they've kind of been giving me the whole time here with you. So what you're moving into in November, now that you've been in this kind of grief of taking a deep breath, gasping for air, seeing things for what they truly are. You know, you were kind of in this hazy, happy, magical underwater world, and now you're back, you know, breathing air on the real world, kind of like Ariel and the Little Mermaid. Like, what is this? Is this real life? What do I do with this? Spirit is helping you balance out the two extremes of this energy, because they both exist. The magic and the density. You know, the underwater magical sea world and the gasping for air. Both of these things exist simultaneously. And I'm hearing one can't exist without the other. So where you may want to remain in the magical sea world, you have to learn how to balance these energies. But it comes and it starts within you. It's not going to be found on a mentor, or in a book, or in a YouTube reading. These are all little wonderful pieces, bits of a puzzle. But like the key to unlock all of this, to activate all of this, is inside of you. I am feeling called to use the Gateway of Light activation cards again. Spirit, what message here for Gemini do you want to bring through? Message for Gemini, please. Thank you so much for being here with me at this point. If you're still here, I would love to encourage you to like or subscribe if you feel called. Leave a comment. These are amazing ways to help encourage me and support the channel, to help it grow, to help these readings reach more people that they're supposed to reach. Helps the YouTube algorithm. And I thank you so much for spending your precious time with me. Spirit, thank you. Oh, interesting. We have Earth Star activation, anchoring, grounded action, Isis energy. So this really gives me that energy of duality. of two opposite things existing at the same time. That one cannot exist without the other. Anchoring and balancing, this kind of floating in the clouds with being anchored into earth on the ground. And it's like the energy coming into your life through November is a very grounded one. It is helping you be able to see reality for what it is, see things for what they are, lifting the veil, while also being able to see out the magic within yourself and outside of yourself. So for some of you, maybe the spiritual path is a little new to you. And so this can feel very discombobulating. If I'm going to go off my own journey, it was very discombobulating. It's like, well, all these things are so magical. I started to see the magic for the first time, but then real life was still happening. And honestly, it still sometimes catches me off guard, that duality of these two forces, these two energies, and it takes me a minute to ground myself and know that I am connected to all planes of existence at all times. It's a balancing act. And this is the energy that Spirit wants to help you through, because honestly, you're like a brand new, like this transformation feels brand new. Like you just got your wings kind of feeling. And it's very discombobulating. They want to help strengthen your wings for the next part of your journey, which is very grounded and very magical. It's just this and that are true. Yeah, my therapist always says, this is a thing and also this is a thing. So there is no but, or this can't exist if this can't. This and that are true. Isis is really, really standing out to me here. I feel like we should read from the card, because again, there are, someone took the time, like we were talking about with the Oracle deck creator, that I don't care for her, but the cards and the messages that are attached to the cards are divine. And she sat down and took the time to connect with Creator, to channel these messages. And they are just as potent as me sitting here channeling with you. So anyway, I feel like we should read from the book on this particular card. Let me find it for us. Earth Star Activation. Number 67. That number could be significant for someone. See, that also reduces to an 11, doesn't it? I'm terrible at math, so don't quote me. Or is that a 13? Yeah, that's a 13. Okay. Which 13s are about death and rebirth and transformation. So the number 67 or 13 could resonate for you. It says the Earth Star Chakra, found around 6 to 12 inches below our feet, is the energetic portal that connects us directly with the soul wisdom of Mother Earth. It is our gateway to the underworld of the earth, a space of sacred magic and mystery where we will find a lot of the tools, gifts, and skills the ancients used to connect with the earth and her wisdom. I want to pause for a moment, because the message I was given while I was reading that is the next 4 to 6 weeks are very important for you to do mindfulness practice of meditating, doing grounding meditations. It was specifically grounding meditation. So keep that in mind. Okay. The Egyptian goddess Isis appears on this card as our spiritual guide. She is a high priestess of the stars who knows the importance of connecting with the underworld to stay grounded, aware, and manifest all that we need to grow. Follow in her footsteps by connecting to your Earth star. Anchor down and go digging within to find any parts of your magic, wisdom, and experiences you have pushed down, both in this incarnation and in previous lifetimes. Yes, these tools could be helpful on the next phase of your journey. This is, I feel like, what we were just talking about. It says, Isis appears on this card as our spiritual guide. And I feel like Isis is an energy that you should definitely connect with also in the next 4 to 6 weeks. Get to know this energy, get to know her and what she can do for you, how she can assist you, and how you can assist her, because it's that back and forth energy coming through again. So it says your message here. When you draw this card, know your Earth star has been activated and the wisdom you once ignored is finally being acknowledged. The rejected parts of yourself have now been rediscovered. There is an opportunity for you to rediscover your magic too, but stay firmly rooted in all of your endeavors. Are you kidding me? This is exactly what we've been given. So thank you for that confirmation, Spirit. Let the Earth hold and sustain you. Don't rush ahead. In fact, if you've been wondering if it's time to move forward, know that it isn't. Stay put for the time being. Important information is about to be revealed, so wait and stand strong. This is a time of integration and rest rather than pushing forward. Great wisdom lies within you. Dive deep and find it, and trust in yourself. You have more strength than you realize. Godspeed ahead. That makes so much sense. The magic is within you. It has been repressed or pushed down, and by connecting with the earth energy, by grounding yourself, it is going to help balance you on this next step of your journey so that you can have your head in the clouds like you're meant to, and also be balanced and grounded here in the physical realm where we are incarnated at the moment. How unreal is this message? It's unreal to me. I hope it's amazing to you, because it is to me. Also on this card, this education card, we have some kind of water bird or heron coming through. So if you have an astrological placement, a significant astrological placement in Taurus, I would look at that. I would look at that as well. So this is what you have. This is the energy that Spirit, our Creator, is working with you. Your spiritual team is working with you over the next 4 to 6 weeks, and sincerely inviting you to be an active participant in this activation and in this education and this healing, to help the essence of you come back to life so that you can fly, you can shine, you can be balanced in all that you do, and really have the most fulfilling life that you could dream of, the life that you built to be fulfilling before you incarnated here in this life. Wow. They're bringing me to the number 6 again, so I'm going to mention that. 6 is about unconditional love, but that number may resonate for you. You could be a life path 6. You could be born in June. You know, you're a Gemini, so you could be born in June. That's coming through here. Or have a specific or important event or date that occurred in the month of June. June's also right in the middle of the year. So, you know, I just keep getting this duality, yin and yang, balanced energy coming through for you. And when I saw the Isis card, I was immediately drawn to her masculine counterpart as well. So just that back and forth, I would encourage you to really read about, learn about Isis, work with her. as you work on this grounding, the meditations, the grounding mindfulness, spending more time in nature. If you can do these meditations out in nature, even better. Make it a practice. It's a call to make this a practice. Thank you, Spirit. Can we have any other messages for Gemini for November, please and thank you? Any other messages you want to share for Gemini for November? Thank you, Spirit. There's cat spirit coming up on the bottom of the deck, and I feel like that's significant for someone. A cat that maybe is crossed over, that you are very close to, is a possibility. They gave us quite a few cards here, so. All right, let's see what came out here. We have Peacock, let it shine. But all that green, you know, it really reminds me of the heart chakra, but also nature. So we have another owl here. I don't know if you can see it on this card, but there's an owl here on the moon. And so now you have another one. I'm going to make sure you can see the cards. Okay. You see clearly now. Wow. Lion spirit, be generous of spirit. Yeah, I'm almost positive this came out in the Taurus reading. Maybe it was Pisces. Anyway, we have Rhino spirit, overcome any obstacle. Bat spirit, a rebirth is assured. Yeah. And Sandpiper, be playful. So you've had two cards that have had the number 51 on them. So 51 may be a specific number for you, but again, the number 6 is coming up. We have two animals that I would consider like prey animals. They go after prey. And I feel is this energy of you being able, like with the rhino, overcome any obstacle. You were able to see so clearly. You're able to see the path ahead. Everything probably feels like electrified and magnified for you right now because you're seeing everything. And that's overwhelming. It is, the word they keep giving me is discombobulating. It is a lot. When you're able to start seeing it all, it's really an invitation for you to try and keep yourself as grounded as you can so that you can see things, be a little more playful about what you are seeing. That childlike wonder you may have had in the beginning now might just feel overwhelming, and it's allow yourself to see things in that state of wonder, in that state of magic. That still exists even if you were disappointed, severely disappointed by someone. That magic is real. You've seen it already. Again, you can't pull back the curtain and unsee something. You're already aware of it. The lion is on the ground and the owl is in the air. And you are bringing that together. We did see the number 5, didn't we, with the starfish spirit in the meditation. A rebirth is assured. Change is coming. And for some of you, if you are new to this journey, you may feel a little hesitant to really share. Like, am I going to be judged? Are people going to think that I'm weird, that there's something wrong with me? You know, they don't know who I am anymore. And it's just like this rhino with this big elaborate bouquet around their neck and the peacock. Let yourself be seen. Anyone who may feel that way about you is not meant to be in your life right now anyway. And By allowing yourself to be seen, you support the sacred spiral of life that connects us all together, where people can see you as a lighthouse. You may not have all the answers, but you make them feel more comfortable to stand in their own authenticity, to be seen for who they are. And that might be a really uncomfortable feeling for you, to be seen as something different than the way people have come to know you for like the last 15 or 20 years. And it's okay to change. It's okay to evolve and grow and to allow yourself to be seen for who you are now. That is how you find your tribe, as they say. Yeah. Things that you maybe once thought were scary are not anymore. That path has been cleared. You can see things clearly, and while you may feel overwhelmed, I don't feel like you feel scared in the way that maybe you would have 5 or 7 years ago. And a reminder to be playful on this journey, to allow yourself to have fun where you can. Things are serious enough, and you are not meant to just be. You are a sign that likes to laugh and have fun, and you've got to honor that part of your being as well. Being on the spiritual path is not for the faint of heart, but you are still allowed to be yourself and have fun. You know, you're not a monk, or maybe you are, I don't know. But you're allowed to experience life in the ways that feel genuine and authentic to you, as long as it's not hurting anyone else. That's my little preface. You're allowed to be that person and do that. I do feel called to just pull one more card. I have been using the Urban Crow Oracle in almost all of the readings. It's a brand new deck to me, and I've really loved working with it. So let's just see if Spirit, if you can give us like a final message of encouragement, or to kind of tie this whole reading together for Gemini, for those that are still here in the reading. Again, please like, share, or subscribe if you feel called. Leave a lion emoji, a star emoji. What else could we leave here? A peacock emoji or a butterfly emoji. Those would all be great ways, if you don't know what to comment, to help the YouTube algorithm with these readings. So thank you so much for spending this time with me again. Thank you, Spirit. Can we have a final message to help round this out? Thank you so much. Oh, I can't wait to see what this is. Routine. Interesting. A new routine. A new routine. Would you look at this? Look at the difference here. This and that are true. Grounding. Look, and they're going in different directions. This and that are true. Different roads, different cities, but they both are existing simultaneously. And another 6. That's crazy. 6 is very significant for you. If you feel called, if you're like, I don't know how 6 resonates with me, then if that is you, then I would ask you to look up the symbolism of the number 6, the numerology behind the number 6, and that will probably really resonate with you. Yeah, this is starting a new routine of meditating and connecting with that earthing energy. Everything that we've talked about, this is like a roadmap for you. I feel like a very clear roadmap for the next 4 to 6 weeks to help get you where you want to be, the next level, the next part of your journey. You're ready. You've got this. Godspeed ahead, Gemini.